He is the Emmy Award-winning actor. Your Honor, Season 2 debuts on streaming and on demand on Friday, and it returns to air Sunday at 9 p.m. on Showtime, where Season 1 ranked as the top debut season ever on Showtime. Bryan Cranston, great to see you, man.
Rich, it's always good to see you. And the boys.
We're all back.
The clubhouse.
Look at us.
Baby. Look at us.
We're back together.
It. Yes.
We're back together.
So good.
And Your Honor is back on the air.
Tonight. By the way,
that's Bryan Cranston.
Why are you wearing the same shirt today as you did yesterday? That's what I want to know. I mean, it's a little. This is a big shot show.
I understand. You know,
come on.
You know, it's the dry cleaning. It's a dry cleaning issue right here on the program.
You got home yesterday. You took a sniff. You going, oh. No, I can wear this again. Yeah. I can wear it again.
One more.
One more day.
I had one more.
I get one more.
It looks good. It matches the color scheme of the program.
Yeah.
Look at us. Yeah. Good to see you here, sir.
Good to see you
and
too.
Great to see you back on Your Honor. What a show, man. What a show. And again, like I asked you the last time when you were promoting it in its infancy, about you could pretty much choose what you want to do, why you chose this one, and you're so great in it, and it's just yet another intense drama that you are part of an incredible cast. So I
really
give it up to you about what you're.
Thank you, man.
What you see with that clip and everything else that we just discussed.
Yeah, what got me on to do the first season was the idea that what would you do to save the life of your child? And you're a dad. You guys are dads,
right?
So it's like you would do anything to save the life of your child. And you would compromise your principles if need be in order to do that. And that's what my character did. And unfortunately, it ended in a tragic way. Everything that he went through, all the compromises that he made, it was for naught. His son died. And so in this season, we turn it around completely and explore, God forbid, what would that be like if that happened to you? You would be changed forever. Right. And I was really interested in diving into that kind of grief and despair to see what that felt like.
Right.
And that's where this goes. But it has a nice trajectory. So we got some good surprises, and it's actually very exciting season.
Right. And that's why, it's kind of difficult to conduct an interview about a show like that, because I don't know what you want to reveal or there's a lot of spoilers or anything like that that's coming. So what do you got for me?
There's a lot happening. Rosie Perez joins our show this year, and she plays an antagonist to me, as if I need more.
Yes.
And she's formidable and really an amazing actor herself, and Michael Stuhlbarg and Hope Davis and Dreen Ward Hammond, who plays Big Mo, the head of the street gang. And there's some really terrific, talented people who have, we really get to explore this season more than we did the last one.
Right, and I like Michael Stuhlbarg so much. Yeah. I mean, he was great in Fargo. He had a nice run in the Fargo TV show, Boardwalk Empire.
Yes, he did.
He's spectacular in that, too.
I first met him years ago when he played Edward G. Robinson in the movie Trumbo that I did.
Yes.
So it was a lovely guy.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, and again, Season 2 of Your Honor debuts streaming on demand and Friday, and returns to air on Sunday, January 15th at 9 Eastern on Showtime. So here we go.
Here we are.
What sports have you been watching or been able to catch up on that you want to hit on? Anything like that? Your Dodgers? Are you a Laker guy at all?
Yeah. Well, yes.
Okay. Right.
It's a tough year.
Right.
So, I'm a home boy from all the sports. Lakers, Dodgers, Rams. Kings, the Kings are playing actually pretty well.
Yes,
I don't know how much, cover that much hockey.
What sport is that again?
Oh, God. Look at we
No, we do.
Okay.
We do.
Yeah.
I'm from New York City, so,
Your Rangers, how are you?
When I was able to go to Madison Square
You can't go anymore.
I don't know.
You're not banned. You're just on notice, right? I got to tell you, though, there's something badass about being on notice about it.
Don't you think?
It heightens your danger.
Yes.
It's like, ooh, Rich Eisen. I didn't think he was. Oh no, he's on code 2. Seriously? Eisen's code 2. Eisen's code 2. Eisen's code 2.
People are suddenly talking into their cuffs. So maybe I should walk in to tell them that I'm the danger, right?
Oh, I see what you did.
See what I did?
Yeah.
Do you like that?
That was good, actually. Because when
I am the danger.
When I said it, I didn't know.
You didn't. You're out of that.
I was not thinking the catchphrase.
You're out. You're out, right?
Yeah, it's so last decade. You know what I mean? Yeah, no. Breaking Bad. I mean, that's going to be the opening line on my obituary tomorrow. And I'm happy that it will be eventually, whenever that is.
Well,
it was a great experience.
Well, I've got, we play a game called Celebrity True or False, Brian, around these parts. And we've got many more for you here. And I'd like to hit you on some of these right here. Bryan Cranston is here on the Rich Eisen Show, and here's some, again, terrific production value of Celebrity True or False with Bryan Cranston.
Celebrity True or False?
You can't handle the truth.
There you go. That's the production.
That's
value.
it.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's short but sweet. I like the font. It was like the Hollywood sign.
Yeah, you picked up on that.
I noticed. I picked up on it.
We're putting down.
Yeah.
Did you ever work with Nicholson? Has that ever happened?
No, never have. But I'd like to speak to him someday.
Very good.
He's quite. I mean, he's retired now.
Yeah, he is.
I'd see him at a Laker game, of course, and kind of
give a little heads up.
Give it a little heads up, and in with his shades, and he's always sitting back, and he'd do this. How you doing? How are you? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, first one up, Bryan Cranston. True or false? One of your first gigs was a Preparation H commercial. True or false?
Oh, come on. That is false. Oh, gosh.
Look at that photo. That's very Roy Scheider.
Isn't it?
Don't you think right there? If I could peg it?
Roy Scheider's really good.
What do you think?
Or what's that talk show host who had those big red glasses? What's her name?
Jesse Raphael.
Sally Jesse Raphael.
Sally Jesse Raphael. Good call.
Bill Donahue. That was good.
Good call. Yeah.
So what happened? This was truly
It's
one of your
called
first?
a job, Rich. I know you haven't been job hunting in a while. Oh, Mr. Employment, steady employment guy. Well, you're not, actors, you gotta say yes. Well, this was, at least I was a spokesperson. I wasn't afflicted by hemorrhoids.
You know what?
Well, in real life I am, but not in.
If I was afflicted, I would trust you to give me the right advice.
I would put that ointment on and go, here we go. Let's take care of this little problem.
I didn't mean the administering of the preparation. I just meant the advice of you should try.
I'm a full-service spokesperson. We don't just stop with talking about it. Come on.
Is that why you brought your alcohol as
yes,
well?
I bring my alcohol so I can soak my finger. It just kills everything out of it.
Dr. Cranston, I have this burning sensation. Wait
my
a minute.
alcohol. Thank you for bringing that up.
I love it.
Dos Hombres, mezcal.
And you brought one of your bottles in already.
He's got
Look
it.
at that. Look at TJ.
He sent it in
right
a couple years ago, or a while back. I kept it.
Very good.
I'm very, very happy that you have that.
Okay.
It's going really well.
So then it's true. It's true.
It's true.
Okay. That was your first commercial. How much did you make for that? Do you remember? One of your first commercials?
The Preparation H paid quite a bit because they ran those suckers. I don't know. I probably made $20,000-$30,000 on it.
Okay.
Yeah, enough to carry you for a while, for several months, so that you don't have to go get a bussing job at a restaurant or something.
Next one for you, Bryan Cranston. True or false? You did your own stunts on Malcolm in the Middle, including wearing a suit of 10,000 live bees.
That also is false.
Okay.
That never happened. Oh God!
You keep on having the photo proof. But those are real.
Those are real. That's 10,000. I forget how many the count it was. But they would extract the pheromones from the queen, and they would put the droplets all over me wherever they wanted the bees to go.
Yes.
Then they'd open up the traveling chutes, and the bees would just start swarming, and they swarm forever. In order for them to stay off my face so the camera could recognize me, you take a little of the bug spray off or whatever, and they put it all over my face there so that they would crawl. Oh, no, I don't want that. And they'd get off it. Wow. But it was about 2 inches thick of bees.
Oh, my God.
Now, you'd think that it would be a horrible experience. And it was. It wasn't. It really wasn't.
I confirm.
Do you remember going into the Sharper Image stores and sitting in those chairs and it's like, and it's warm and you're like, oh, this is nice. That's what I felt like.
No way.
Because the bees are constantly moving and you're wearing them and it was warm. So it was I was being lulled into submission. And now I'm a lover of bees, and I got stung twice.
That's okay. That was a follow up. Stung twice.
Bees anatomically, if you touch them, their tail end just comes up.
Okay.
They can't even control it, and that's why you can get stung by a dead bee. You ever walk around a pool,
there you go.
Step on something, it's like So I got stung once in the shoulder when they were getting him off. But once when I was doing that whole thing and I had to stand very still, one got between my legs.
Hey, now.
And I got stung. And I said, oh, I think I got stung. Because when you're wearing bees, Rich, the chance of being stung is pretty high.
Yes.
You're wearing bees, for God's sake. So, but what I realized is that the sting of a bee is not really painful. It is mostly the shock that gets you. Wow, geez, just something just. But when you're wearing bees and you get stung, it was literally. Yeah. I think did I get stung? I did get stung, and the beekeeper comes over ready with a little credit card thing and a thing to scoop it out. He goes, "Where is it?" I go, "In my scrotum." and he goes, "Can't help you."
You're on your own.
That's exactly what it is. Can't help you.
Yeah. All right. That said, next one, Bryan Cranston, true or false? You were initially opposed to wearing the tidy whities in the iconic first scene of Breaking Bad, and you had to be talked into it. Is that true?
It is.
Ish?
Yes. That's also true. Because I had done 7 years on Malcolm in the Middle in the tidy whities because he was just a big boy. And so they had the tidy whities here. And I thought, oh, I just did that. But then I rethought it. And it's like, Vince wrote it for a reason. And I think it was a stunted growth for this man as well. He stopped caring at a certain point. And there's something, I don't know, for the men who still wear tidy whities, stop listening. But there's something a little pathetic about a grown man wearing boy underwear. It's like, it's not.
Certainly if they have a matching animal top to go along with it.
It's like garanimals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But so you eventually.
I eventually said,
gotta do it.
Okay, there was a reason. Let's go with it and see. And it turned out to be the right call.
No question about it. And then another moment that's a true or false. Is it true or false that your famous pizza that you threw on the roof in Breaking Bad was completely done by accident, but so good that Vince and the producers kept it in and used it as an establisher in future episodes? Is that true?
That is false.
Okay.
It was not an act. It was intended to go up on the roof. What was unbelievable is that when they handed me the pizza,
yes,
of course I read it and I go, he flings a pizza and he's so angry and it goes on the roof. Okay. When they handed me the pizza,
yes,
it was the size of a Buick. And I'm holding this thing with two arms going, why did you put every topping on top of it? This is heavy as hell. So I had to fling it and I go, oh my God, to get it up there, I have to do it about, you kind of guess how.
Sure.
And I can't throw it up there purposefully.
No, right.
It has to be an accident. So I said, I think I can make it to about here. And they had a camera up there shooting towards us. And I just got angry and flung it. And it went flop right in the place that was perfect. One take right there. And I heard, gasps. But I continued the scene. I didn't look at it. I got in the car and drove away. And I said, what was that? What happened? What happened? What happened to the pizza? He said, you could not have placed it any better. You could not have thrown it any better than that. We got it. It's fantastic. Let's do another take. What are you talking about? I said, no, you got it. Let's claim victory and walk away.
Well, the crazy thing is we did have Vince Gilligan in about a month ago, right, or 2 months ago after the Better Call Saul finale.
Yeah.
And I told him about the scene with Rhea Seehorn and how she was on the bus.
Oh, God.
You know, and her crying and how amazing she is and was in the scene and how moving it was. He said that he made her do another take. He made her. It's like after it was all over, that's what he
Because
told
Vince Gilligan is a very cruel man. I want to just make that clear. He's
Despite
cruel
his sweet
and abusive.
demeanor.
Yeah,
I know.
that's
My
just
gosh.
the cover.
That's what so it makes sense that he would say, "Great job, let's try it again."
Let's do it again.
Were you able to do it again? The pizza?
No,
Or
we didn't do it again.
Oh, okay, good.
No, that was it. I thought,
All right,
come
good.
on. It was,
It can't be perfect.
Yeah.
All right, last one for you, celebrity true or false. It kind of marries everything together. Is it true that you shot an alternate ending to Breaking Bad, where the entire series was a nightmare for your Malcolm in the Middle character, Hal? Is that true or false?
It's true. And there's a picture of it. Had this idea to do it, and it was written by one of our writers, and it was funny. It was just that he woke up and
Like Newhart?
yeah, kind of like Newhart, and said, and I was as Hal, and she's there, and I just had this terrible dream. I was a drug dealer, and she's, oh, stop it, you can't do any of that. No, and I had a really hot young wife too. Ooh. Yeah, it was fun.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we have it somewhere. It must be online somewhere.
So,
It was never intended.
No,
to,
but you just did it as a gag. Is
yeah,
what you're saying.
it was never intended to be part of the show.
Because people think that that it might have been intended to be part of the show, but you just did it just for what's and giggles.
Just for the what's and giggles. Yeah. Is that how you speak at home with your kids?
Yeah.
The what's and giggles?
No, I use the real words because I'm a terrible father.
I am so fudging mad at you.
So I have this sign. It's a big cover. Best dad ever. It's a big cover.
That's so sweet. Did they make that for you?
No, they.
Did you make that for yourself?
No, I think it's
You might as well tidy white. Wear the tidy
I think it was
whities.
probably purchased in some Encino pharmacy for $6 and packaged as a Father's Day gift to me. I think, Brian, if I had to be honest,
As generic as you can make it.
That's it. This, along with eye drops, were purchased in the same place.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
I do have to, if you don't mind, ask about the Better Call Saul finale.
Yeah.
And because I'm a fan of the show and you in it, and to see Walter White one more time and the scene in which they put it together is to say the least a remarkable choice for the scene to be placed in the basement hideout of the disappearer.
Yeah.
And his basement. And I'm wondering, when you first got the script, were you surprised by the choice of that's the scene that they chose, the location that they chose for you to make a reappearance?
I can't say I was surprised. Vince Gilligan always has a way of surprising you, even for someone who was really well informed on that series. He constantly surprised me and where he was going, but also leaving the little breadcrumbs so that you can trace, it is justified how it got to that point. He's an amazing maze maker, and so he didn't surprise me. It was delightful to do it. We were brought in under the cover of darkness. Aaron Paul and I were flown in one April 2 years ago. Private airplane at night. We taxied over to the corner where nothing else was except a black SUV. We come down, we take 2 steps on the tarmac, and we're in the car. Luggage goes in, close it, we drive off. They take us to a 2-story Airbnb. He has the top apartment, I have the bottom one. And there we stay for 4 days. Basically, we get in the car, we go to work, we come back, we stay we cannot leave.
For secrecy purposes.
That's right. And there was a wall that went around the entire property, and I was able to do my walks as if you're in a prison yard. And
like the Great Escape?
Yeah, it was like, and I would walk and it would square in the rectangular shape, and I would walk and circumnavigate the entire property within the wall. And each time I did, I had this notion of touch the wall. You go to the other side, you touch the wall. And then I had a little nail and I'd start scraping. I'm going to get out. Shawshank or Great Escape or something, yeah. Wow. But it was a completely secret, and we weren't allowed out anywhere.
And again, the scene that is so remarkable about it is, again, that we're taken back, obviously, to Breaking Bad. And it's before you decide, as Walter White, to break out of the plan to disappear and go and rescue Aaron Paul, Jesse. And there's a moment in this scene when Saul asks you about a time machine and you refuse to. I mean, perfect Walter White response.
Yeah.
I mean, it checked all the boxes to try and see you in character again. That scientifically, that's an absurd notion.
Yeah.
If you want to ask me about regrets, just ask me about it.
Right.
And then he asks you about it, and you look at a watch, and the watch is what Jesse gave you for a birthday, your 51st birthday in the show. I wrote this down, and I didn't catch it the first time, but that is the regret that you have and that you're about to act upon as your character. And to put that Easter egg in the last episode of Better Call Saul, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
It's just totally mind-blowing.
He thinks of everything, but he agonizes on his way to thinking about everything.
Yeah.
In fact, on the set when he is directing, he has a habit of taking his index finger and just like tapping. What is it? Did I get everything? What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? And it's he's going to work a hole into the middle of his forehead. Yeah. But he's that way.
He doesn't miss anything.
He cares about everything. So.
And then just to complete the fanboying, to give the ultimate line for the Better Call Saul series to you, the payoff is, so you were always like this. I honestly paused the show and I'm like, wow. Okay. Because that's the reason why Saul became Saul and was himself. Oh, so you were always like that. And it's the way you delivered it too. They put you on camera. You look down. You're by yourself.
And it also, it harkens back to what happened to my character, going from a relatively peaceful and sweet guy to being an irritable, aggressive, unsavory kind of character. He's impatient with him. He's on edge constantly, and that's what happened to Walter White. He went from that Mr. Chips to Scarface, and along the way picked up some annoying habits.
Well, and again, with Your Honor as well, we're the character who was in the first episode is far from the one that we just saw in the clip to start everything as well. Yeah. And so, but obviously it's different shows. It's awesome, man. It's awesome.
It's a lot of fun, and I hope people tune in this weekend and see it.
Well, I mean, again, it was the top debut season ever on Showtime.
Yeah.
It's not like Showtime's just opened up their doors.
No. It's we're very happy with that, and the cast of Your Honor is terrific, and we have a very exciting season.
Okay, and how can people get that alcohol to your right? How can we do this?
Dos Hombres is available pretty much anywhere.
Okay.
Reserve Bar, Drizzly. You can go to Total Wine or Bevmo or ABC Liquors. I mean, there's any number of places around the entire country. And it's delicious.
That's you and Aaron Paul put together?
Aaron Paul and I are the Dos Hombres.
Okay. Very good.
We're the two. So this is for you and your crew.
Like the Pollos Hermanos.
Open it up and have some cocktails.
Thanks again, Bryan Cranston.
Thank
I
you,
really
man.
appreciate
Good to
you
see you
taking
again,
the
Rich.
time and coming down here and spending time with us.
Thank you, bud.
Truly cherish
Good to
it.
see you again.
Bryan Cranston on Twitter and Instagram at Bryan Cranston. Of course, Your Honor, Season 2, streaming and on demand tonight and returning on air Sunday, January 15th at 9 Eastern Time on Showtime. Bryan Cranston here on The Rich Eisen Show. Catch The Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern for free.